کاوش پلاس.
We begin today's show in occupied East Jerusalem, where Israeli forces raided the Al-Aqsa Mosque for the second time in 3 days, clearing worshippers from the third holiest site in Islam. 19 Palestinians were injured. Some were hit by rubber-coated steel bullets. Over 150 Palestinians were injured in another raid at the mosque Friday. On Sunday, Palestinians described how Israeli police blocked their access to the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound.
We were forced out of the Al-Aqsa Mosque after the dawn prayer. Then Jewish settlers started to enter. After we saw 2 groups of them, we started to chant, and the Israeli forces tried to detain me. They are invading in big numbers. During this holiday, it is known every year that they, the Jewish visitors, invade the Al-Aqsa Mosque. I am calling on everyone who can reach Al-Aqsa gates to come and support us.
This is not particularly a unique incident. You know, violence, colonial violence is the norm in occupied Jerusalem. And we see this kind of escalation and violations happen in Al-Aqsa Mosque constantly. What is particularly alarming here is the Israeli occupation authorities attempt to install a new status quo, similar to the one in the Ibrahimi Mosque in Hebron, where Palestinian Muslims are forced to share their holy site, their mosque, their 980-year-old mosque with Jewish settlers. And it should raise eyebrows because the Al-Aqsa Mosque and Damascus Gate are maybe the only remaining public spaces for Palestinians in the entirety of Jerusalem, where Palestinian existence is criminalized, where Palestinian taking up space is criminalized. Al-Aqsa Mosque is, yes, the third holiest site in Islam, but it's not only that. It is a social site, it's a political site, it's a site where I, as a teenager, used to go and study for my tests. And if we are robbed from that, then in our native city, we do not have any public spaces left. Where I'm not particularly interested in making comparisons. I think everybody, anybody with any critical thinking skills is able to look at the bitter contrast in which how Ukrainian resistance has been met, whereas how Palestinian resistance has been vilified. I think anybody is able to look at how rapidly the world responded to the Russian occupation versus the 70 years of ongoing Zionist colonization that no one has batted an eye to almost.
بیشتر بدانیم.